Hello friends, welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to create cut lines for a sticker sheet using Adobe Illustrator, and this is for the cutting machine called FMark. So if you have an FMark and you need to design cutting lines for it, this video will show you how to do that. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking my sheet. It has all of my patterns and colors and everything in it, and I'm going to save it as a cut file. So that's the first thing I'm doing. Now I'm going to close out this project because I don't want to lose any of this work that I've done, and I'm going to open the one that I titled cut file, and that's the one that I'm going to use to make a cut file. If you've ever made a cut file for a silhouette or a cricket, just know that this is a completely different process, and you're going to have to leave all of your thinking about cut files behind in order to understand this process. At least that's what I had to do. Okay, now that I only have the cut file open and my design is closed, it is safe for me to work on this. What we want to do is we want to remove all of the color, all of the patterns, all of the words, and only leave a black outline of what we want cut. So there's no colors involved here. Like with silhouette, we have different colors for different cuts. Don't even worry about colors. It just needs to be a black outline of what you want cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I'm going to click on each item that I want to get rid of. I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to delete it. So that's the first thing I'm doing. Okay, now I have all of the shapes that I want to cut, but as you can see, they're colored, and I don't want that. I want to make them the inside no color at all and the outside a black frame. And you do that by clicking on the shape, and then on the right hand under the properties, you will click no color for the inside and a black outline for the outside. Okay, next I want to remove the patterns. So to do that, I go to layer, I click on the shape that has the pattern that I want to remove, and then I click on the pattern layer and I delete it. As you can see, there are some black lines here on these days of the week strips. I don't want those black lines in the middle because all of that will be cut, and I want it to be one long strip. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out a way to remove them, so instead I'm going to draw the shape on top that I want. There might be a way to remove them, I just couldn't figure out how to do it. So instead of removing them, I am going to use my shape tool to draw a rectangle in the shape of that strip. So the tools are on the left hand side of the window. I've clicked on that rectangular shaped tool, and now I can make a rectangle, and I'm just drawing it right on top of the other one. And what I'm going to do, well, here I'm moving in closer, you can see it better, but I want it to be the exact size of the other one, so I'm going in to make it the exact size. Let's see there. And what I'm going to have to do now is go back into the layers and delete the one that's underneath, the one that has the separate boxes, because I no longer want that there. Anytime you want to delete something, all you have to do is highlight it on the layers menu on the right hand side there. Highlight it by clicking on it and then pushing the delete key on your keyboard. So I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other strip of days of the week headers because I want that to be one long box. So I'm going to go do in and just draw a box on top of it, making sure that it's the exact same size as the box below it, and then I'll go in and delete the box below it. Okay, we're almost done, but we need to clean it up a little bit more. So looking at the layers tab, you'll see some little arrows and next to some of the shapes, and then you see the word clipping GR, which is short for clipping group. We don't want clipping groups as a cut file because it's going to cut that area more than once if we have a group, and when it does that, it's going to cut through your paper, and you don't want that to happen. So you want to get rid of that clipping group, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So click on the clipping group that you want to get rid of, and then click on the Properties tab. Scroll to the bottom of that tab and click on Release Mask. Okay, that shape is now perfect. It's no longer a group. It is an individual rectangle, and that's exactly what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with any other shapes that have an arrow next to them. If it has an arrow next to it, it means it's a group, and we want to change that. So I'm going ahead and I'm doing that now. The last thing we want to do is we want to save the file. Now there's a trick to saving it for cutting on the FMark, and if you don't save it this way, your FMark will not be able to read the cut file. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Okay, so you want to go to File, and then you want to go Save a Copy. And then I'm going to save the name is the same. So I'm going to click on that and it's going to say, are you sure you want to do that? And I say yes. Now here's the most important part. See at the top where it says version and then Illustrator 2020, you have to change that to Illustrator 8. And that is it. Your cut file is all ready to go. Peel away with life in envelopes. Plan your day. Get those stickers placed. Peel away with life in envelopes. Plan your days. Plan your days. Plan your days. Get those stickers placed.